Minagoya be namakota jemacha NAKON'I'A techina.
Aboshte. Akademia Theresa watch. Dokani u. Mish dayawa u. Tagan Dani ha wahi ha chahat ingja. Jachanina osni. Good afternoon, good morning. My name is Theresa Watch. It's good to see you again. I was just complaining about how last night it snowed on Carry the Kettle. Get ready for the winter, it's here. Today, I'm going to go over rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, you know, the noun is always the first of the beginning of the sentence, then followed by your preposition, your articles, your adjectives, and then your verb is at the end. In Nakoda, also rule number 3, we pluralize by adding bi instead of s as in English. And then also the rule of thumb is the second syllable is always, that's the one that's always accented. So today I'm going to just show you, what we're going to do is translate some simple sentences, and we're going to translate them, and then we're going to show you what they translate into, what they translate to, and what they're translated into in the end. So we're going to start with number 1. I will read them to you. NAKON'I'A gasta or pasu waji choumba. I didn't say that right, but we'll do it like this here. And I'm just going to write it the way that it's said. That way you can all read it as well. See, amba, nen, ina. Now this here, you may say, oops, sorry, this is an H. NAKON'I'A gasta, or some people say pasu. You may use either which you're comfortable with. And our last word here that we're going to okay, this is our first word. We're going to amba nen ina pachi pasu choomba. Now this translates into they, this, mother, my mother, NAKON'I'A gasta, pasu, turkey, and she baked or baked. And now, if you read the story and you go on to this will translate for you. Today, my mother roasted a turkey. And that's what it translates to. See? This day, my mother, she baked a turkey. That's what the chwamba is. That should have went up there. And that's what it translates to after you translate it into English. We're going to keep going. Okay, we're going to carry on to our next sentence. NAKON'I'A gasta or pasu choomba jahan wana pari mak'u. So we're going to go, you know, instead of the NAKON'I'A gasta writing that all this time, I'm just going to use pasu because that is also a turkey. So we're just going to use pasu. Choomba sten. Oh, sorry, jaha. Sorry. I'll concentrate better. Jaha, wana, Paris, mak'u. So this translates to turkey, bake, and jaha is at this time or while. Now, same as jaha, wana, now. Potatoes, Paris, wana, Paris, mak'u, and this is, she peeled is what it's going to are. It says she peeled. And then when you, fluent speakers will automatically think to themselves, while she baked the turkey, she peeled potatoes. That's what it translates to. While jaha, she baked the turkey. And that's what a fluent speaker, or you will know when they tell you this sentence, that this is what it means. Pasu choamba jaha wana Paris mak'u. Mak'u, sorry. While she baked the turkey, she peeled potatoes. We'll go on to our next sentence. Are you seeing the pattern? Now let's go on to our next sentence. Wojabi ish gara. Wojabi ish gara. Wojabi, gravy, and also she made. And what it will.
And gravy needs a Y.
Oh yeah. It needs a Y, not an E, say. And what it what you see is she also made gravy. That's what it translates into. She also made gravy. Wojabi ish gara. Gravy, and also she made. She also made gravy. Our next one. Daya wo unda bikta. Daya wo unda bikta. And that means good or well. And that wo unda bikta, we will, and the ikta is making it into the future. And wa unda, that's making it we. And what that translates to is we will eat good. Daya unda bikta. We will eat good. And you're seeing now, you're also seeing the pattern, the noun, and all the other, the articles, the demonstratives, prepositions, whatever you may call them, are in there, and your verb at the end. We're going to carry on to another sentence. Wachbe wagaha. Wachbe wagaha. Wachbe wagaha. T. You all remember from your word list, T is wachbe wagaha. Now, gaha is to make something, right? With this wa, I'm turning it into I made. If you remember, if you're going through your the PDF that's on the file there, if you go through, you'll see that some of the verb conjugations are in those books. And what this translates to is I made tea. Wachbe wagaha. Tea I made tea is what. We'll do another one. Actually, I've got quite a few for you to do, and I just want to show you the repetition in them.
Oh, that's really good, actually. You could really see, from the past exercises we did, how all of that's all coming together.
Yeah, that's what.
And now we're expanding on the sentences, and totally, it's like, ding!
See, that's what I thought, Vito. That would be.
The light bulb's going on. I'm learning.
Okay, our next sentence. Wachbe knushta jeha wachbe natka. Wachbe knushta jeha wachbe natka. So, let's do this here. T, finished. And then at this time. Or, like I said, while. Could also be. T, natka. Yatka, remember, yatka is just to drink. Now I'm saying I drank, so natka. Now I'm making it I drank, natka. I drank. And then that, what it translates to in the book, or what they say it translates to is, I will drink some. I struggled with this, I drank. Is there even a word as drank in the English language?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're good. Wachte natka. Wachte knushnasten. Oh, sorry, I missed that part. And it means when the tea is ready, I drank some. I drank some, sorry. That's the next one. When the tea is ready, see, jaha. When the tea is finished, when the tea is ready, and I will drink some. I drank some. Wachbe knushta jahan, wachbe natka. I will. When the tea is ready, I drank some. I will drink some. Would probably be even a better.
Yeah, I think that's what it's
I will drink some, but it says I'm just. Some of them, yeah. Here's another one. Okay. Ina, my mother. Ish, and, or also, wachbe, tea, yatka. Now remember, again, yatka is to drink. So this would be she drank. He or she drank, it stays the same, remember? Oh, that should have been in blue. Oh well. And what it also, my mother, and what it translates to is my mother drank tea. Sorry guys, I got my markers mixed up. And that's what Ina ish wachbe yatka, my mother drank tea.
Also,
Yeah,
my mother
and
also drank.
yeah, my mother drank tea also, or my mother also drank tea. I could do one more here. Here's another one. Now, this, michungshi ish waskuya choomba. Michungshi, my daughter, ish, and also waskuya. In this sense, they're talking about cookies. It could be cake, but right now it's translated into cookies. And choomba, you know, from up there, or from the last one, it is she baked. And then it translates to my daughter baked cookies. My daughter baked,
Also baked cookies.
yeah, I guess so, because ish is in there, huh? My daughter for sure, because ish is in there also. My daughter also baked cookies. And these are all, these are what, I don't know, I think they're called demonstratives. I call them articles. That's that also. Ish, to, this, that. Those are all your articles or demonstratives. Maybe articles is old school, but that's what I learned to call them, and I think they're called demonstratives now. Our next sentence that we're going to translate is mi chungshi. I'm sorry. Mi chingshi wana yamni ihaki. Mi chingshi wana yamni ihaki. I'm just writing it as it spells. That's not how it's normally spelt, but I'm writing it so that you can say it with me. Wana yamni ihaki. Now, mi chungshi, mi chingshi, sorry, mi chingshi, not mi chungshi, mi chingshi. My son, wana, now. Now, if you remember, yamni, that's a number. Oh, sorry, my R backwards. 3, and he has reached. In this case, we're saying, we're meaning in years because it's his birthday. So he is 3 years old is what it's going to translate to. My son is 3 years old is what it translates to. My son is 3 years old. Mi chingshi wana yamni ihaki. My son is now 3 years old. These things that I'm translating are all in the PDF. I believe they're on chapter 6, and there'll be a copy of English and Nakoda available on the site when we're done. Dagu natka, dagu natka. That'll be our next one that we're gonna. Now, you'll notice it starts with a D, right? And if you're a man, or you want everyone to know that you're asking a question, you may add he to it. Dagu natka he. And what that translates to is dagu, what? And natka, you drinking. Remember, natka is to drink, yatka is you drinking, but it's just a question. What do dagu natka, he or she drinking? And he, making it a question. What? So it'll translate to, what are you drinking? Dagu natka hai. Dagu natka. What are you drinking? Another question that you might get asked is, Miniya ching. Miniya chinga hai, if you're a man. Water. Ya ching, you want. Chinga is to want. Ya chinga, you want. Ha, making it a question. Do you want water? Mini ya chinga. Mini ya chinga ha. Do you want water? Another one here. Chochnach ya bi ya ching.
This is my favorite one.
Oh, Chris. Oh, we spell it wrong. What did I say? Yaching. And then again, your marker. If you're a male, Chochnach yabi yaching. Coffee. Remember, we say coffee quite often. That's a very common.
My favorite one.
You should remember that. And you want.
The nectar of life.
Chochnach yabi yaching. You want coffee. And the question is, do you want coffee?
Hook it up.
There we go. Another one, but we ask if you want coffee. Here's another one. Again, if you're a man, maybe you might say asambi yaching, ha aha, or asambi yaching. If you remember from our word list, asambi, asambi, milk, asambi suda, cheese, yaching again, you want. That's making it you. And do you want milk? Is what it translates to, do you want milk? Here's another question. It's my favorite. Chaniska Yaching. These are all asking questions. And again, like I said, if you're a man, you will put he at the end of it. And this translates to tobacco. Tobacco. White. You want. And if you all remember, chaniska is a cigarette. Translates to a cigarette. Do you want a cigarette? Chaniska ya chinga hai. Do you want a cigarette? See, they're pretty easy, and there's those. These are probably sentences that you can probably use every day. Another one here. We're going to go on. These are things that we use, like I said, every day. And if I just did these repetitive, I thought I was going to be repetitive, but they were also in the lesson. So Daya winchim naga, Daya winchim naga. Oh, I wrote in blue and black. I did it again. And this one is good. Wachim naga. I see. You. Damna. Sorry. Daya wachim naga. And that translates to, it's good to see you. Daya wachim naga. It's good to see you. This will be, like I said, available at the end. And this one here on number Nechi Yodang, there was a little mistake in there, so I just corrected it. It's telling them to sit over there. It said Jechi Yodang, but I switched it up to Nechi. So let's do that here. Nechi Iodanga. And what that translates to is Nechi, or you could also use Nen. Nechi or Nen. And that trans to over here, or Nen here. And Yodanga, to sit down. And that translates to sit down here. Nechi Iodang, Nen Iodang. Our fourth sentence that we're going to go through. Tawoyuda oda uyuhabi. Tawoyuda oda uyuhabi. Tawoyuda oda uyuhabi. Uyuhabi. Tawoyuda oda uyuhabi. Food a lot or lots. Uyuhabi. To yuha is to have. Uyuhabi is making it ours. We have. And what that will translate to, we have lots of food. Tawoyuda oda uyuhabi. Oyuhabi, sorry. Uyuhabi. Tawoyuda oda uyuhabi. We have lots of food. Now, if you'll notice in the PDFs, all these letters, especially the coffee, the X's are these H's in here in this book they're like this in the book, but they're the same sound. Just a little reminder, and how it's spelt in the book. I'll spell it how it's spelt in the book because I did it both ways. Hochnachja bi hinkna. No. Hinkna wachbe unyat gambi. Unyat gambi.
When I first started reading Nakoda, that Qu'Appelle just totally screwed me up.
And it is so easy.
Yeah, how do you say this?
Hochnachja, we all know. That's coffee. Hinkna, and, or, also. Wachbe, tea. Uyat gambi, yatka, to drink. Uyat gambi, we will drink. We drink. Hochnachja bi, hinkna, wachbe. Uyat gambi. And what that translates to is, oh, I guess we drink. This is we drink, sorry. We will drink coffee and tea.
Oda. Oda.
Did I put Oda make me drink?
No, that's in my head.
We will drink coffee, hinkna, wachbe, and tea. Hochnachja bi, hinkna, wachbe, uyat gambi. We will drink coffee and tea.
Very, very Nakoda.
Now our next sentence in our fourth paragraph here. Okay, we're going to carry on to our third sentence in our fourth paragraph. Tano. Tano. Gagosha. Pasu. Amba ohutu. Hinkna. Tano. Yukbambi uyuhabi. Tano, Gagusha, I would also probably put gagusha. I would put tano in here as well. But tano, gagusha, pasu, amba, uhotu, hinkna, tano, yukbambi, uyuhabi. So what that translates to is meat. And see, if you just say gagusha, I just think you're saying pig. So that's why I wrote gagusha tano. It's supposed to translate into bacon, pasu, turkey, amba hotun, chicken, and hinkna, and also tano yukbambi. Oh, sorry, that's an O. You all remember tano yukbambi. It's meat mixed together. So that would be hamburger. And uyuhabi. Yuha is to have. Instead of putting an S on it, I'm adding B to make it more than one person. And U is making it all of us. So we have. And then that will translate. What that translates to, we have meat, bacon, turkey, chicken, oh shucks, and hamburger. We have. So it translates to, we have meat, bacon, gagusha tano, pasu, turkey, bahotun, chicken, and hamburger, hinkna hamburger. And that's what your sentence translates to. Meat, bacon, turkey, chicken, also tano yukbambi, uyuhabi. We have meat, bacon, turkey, chicken, and hamburger. Our next sentence in paragraph 4 that we are doing is taspa. Taspa. Shkoshkobena. Shkobena. Taspari. Taspari. Wachbeltanga. Hinkna uzintka uyuhabi. Hinkna uzintka and again uyuhabi. Uyuhabi. Taspa. Remember from your food list, those are apples. Shkoshkobena, something that's bent. That is your banana. Taspari, which translates to an apple. Red. Wahbe tanga. And in this case, it could be cabbage, lettuce. At this time, we're talking about lettuce. Hinkna, and also uzintka. Remember from your word list? That is onions. And uyuhabi. We have Remember, like I said up there, you has to have. Be is pluralizing it instead of adding an S to it and making it more than one. And which is making it us. We have. Now, if you translate it to English, and how we would, I guess, perceive this, we have apples, bananas, oranges, and onions. We have apples, bananas, oranges. This translates to oranges. It's red, and red apple, and onions, lettuce and onions. So what did I say? We have apples, bananas, oranges, lettuce, and onions. And that's what that tasmash, kushkobena, taspari, wachbetanga, hinkna, ozinkna, uyuhabi. We have apples, bananas, oranges, lettuce, and onions. Our next sentence. Tawoda, oda, wo unda bikta, wo unda bikta. Make sure I spell it right. Tawo oda, wo unda bikta. Tawoda, food. Oda, lots or many. Wo unda bikta. And what it translates to is that we are going to eat. Bikta is making it a future. Woda is to eat, but we are going to eat. So we're putting the wo unda in front of it, making us. And that is, we will eat, what it translates to is, we will eat lots of food. Tawoda, oda, wo unda bikta. We will eat lots of food.
It's got a nice rhythm.
It's a kind of a tongue twister. Our next sentence in our fourth paragraph, I believe, is our last sentence in our fourth paragraph. Oh no, I'm lying. Oh no, it is. It's kind of a long one. Not really though. Okay, we will have lots of food to eat. Okay, now, tibi ongi tawabi ekta daya woda bikta. That's our next sentence. Tibi ongi tawabi ekta daya wo unda bikt. Now, tibi, you remember from our word list, is a house. Ungi tawabi. Now remember, tawa is to own something. Bi, you're pluralizing it and making it more than one person. And ungi, it is ours. So this belongs to us. ungitawabi belongs to us. Ekta, at, daya translates to good or well, and undabikta. To woda is to eat. So we were going. It is we will eat. What is transforms to we will eat. So then when tibi ungitawabi ekta daya undabikta, and what that translates to is at our house we will eat well or good. Tibi ungitawabi ekta daya undabikta. Okay, that's just about wrapping us up. We got one more small paragraph that we are going to translate. I'm hoping this is helping you. This will help you build your sentences. This will help you understand how everything is, even though it doesn't make sense to you, it does make sense in the end. You know, it sounds like we're not putting our sentences together. It sounds like we're putting our sentence together backwards is what it seems like, but it's not. It does translate to that. Fluent speakers and anyone who speaks fluent Nakoda will tell you exactly what that means, and it does. It translates into that.
Yes, and if they go back to the first video, when we did the sentence structure, it'll make sense.
It'll make sense, yeah, if they're following along. So we've got one more small paragraph that we are going to help you translate, and then that'll give you some tools as well to help you translate at home. Inach tedu ne wahambi daya gara. Inach tedu ne daya wahambi daya gara. Let's say it again, and I'll say it without Ina chdedune wahambi daya gara. Ina chtedu chdayedo ne wahambi daya gara. Ina chtedu ne wahambi daya gara. Ina, my mother. Chtedu, this evening. Or evening, I guess I will just say. Ne, that's this. Wahambi, which is soup. Daya, good or well. And gaha, and that is made or make, to make. And that translates to, this evening my mother made good soup. This evening my mother made daya good wahampi soup. My mother evening this soup well good make. This evening my mother made good soup.
Yeah, you don't want to name your pet wahambi.
Yeah, for sure somebody will eat them.
Maybe your fish.
Yeah, nobody would want fish soup, I don't think. Now, I know I'm kind of being repetitive with all these words, but that's going to help you. Tano hinkna pari injahi wahambi gaha. Tano hinkna pari injahi wahambi gaha. Meat and also pari, potatoes, injahi, to mix together, wahambi, soup, and gaha, to make. And what that translates to, she made meat and potato soup. Tano hinkna pari injahi wahambi gaha. She made meat and potato soup. I guess the meat and potatoes, because Tano hinkna pari injahi, she mixed it together while you're making it meat and potato soup. There. Oh, here's a good one. Ahuabi ish gara. So this would translate either to bread, bannock. I believe in the book, the bannock is in inkja ahuabi. He refers to bannock in that PDF as inkja ahuabi. But we also say ahuabi, so we're going to say bread or bannock, ish, and or also, I'm sorry, made, make. She also made bannock is what it translates to. She also made, oh, I guess it's bread he puts here. I put bannock. She also made bread. And we've got 2 more sentences to do. I got enough room down here. This one I kind of had some trouble with, but I'll explain it as we do it. Okay, now it doesn't translate the same, but okay, we're going to do it like this here. Coffee, large, big, ish, and also, and she made, or she makes, made. Now, what this translates to in this book is she also made a large pot of coffee. Now, I wouldn't say that myself. Oh, L-A-R-G-E. See, for her to make a large pot of coffee, I probably would have put Cheha Tanga Ishgaha. But that's how it says in the book, and I'm not going to argue with Jerome. I'm just going to do what he says. But I would probably say Cheha Chochnachabi Cheha Tanga Ishgaha, which means it is a big kettle of, I would have put in there. But that's how Jerome did it, and it translates to she made a large pot of coffee. But Chochnachabi Tanga, I guess, could be referred to as a big, instead of a big coffee, a big pot of coffee, yeah. Yeah, made a lot of coffee. So I'm not going to argue with that, but if you want a large pot, I guess I would put the shecha in there. And then our last paragraph of the day will be Tibi ungi tawabi ekta daya woda bikta. Tibi, oops, sorry, that's an I. Tibi ungi tawabi, ungi tawabi. Ungi tawabi ekta daya woda bikt. Wo unda bikt, sorry. Wo unda bikt. Now, house. Remember, tawa is to belong to. Bi, I'm pluralizing it. Ungi tawa bi, that belongs to us. Ekta, at, daya, good or well. Wo unda bikta, and that is, we are going to eat. I guess it is, we are going to eat, because, we will eat is easier, because the bikta is making it a future tense. And at, so what this translates to is at our house. We will eat well. Eat good or well. Daya. At our house, we will eat well. That's just going over some of the exercises that they gave you in the book. If you go through those exercises and you be repetitive and go through them, like I always sit in the morning when I get up and I have coffee, I sit with my Nakoda and I read them. Like I've probably read chapter 2 and 3 and 4 probably at least 600 times already, but I just keep reading them over and over and over because it helps remember. So daya what we chimnagd, daya we chimnaga, ake we chimnagingt. Amba washte yuha.
Minagoya be namakota jemacha NAKON'I'A techina.